I need everyone who plays Roblox to come with me, the principal announced during the assembly. The gymnasium went dead silent. 400 kids sitting on bleachers, and not a single one made a sound. Principal Dougherty stood at the microphone looking more serious than I'd ever seen him. He wasn't smiling. He wasn't doing his usual corny jokes. He just waited, scanning the crowd like a hawk searching for movement. My friend Tyler nudged me. Do we go? I played Roblox every single day after school. So did he. So did half the kids in this room. But something about the way he asked made it feel like a trap. Slowly, hands started rising across the bleachers. I raised mine too, my arm feeling heavier than it should. Principal Dougherty pointed toward the side exit. Everyone with your hand up, follow me. No talking. Teachers will escort the rest of you back to class. I stood up with maybe 60 other kids. Some looked confused. Some looked terrified. A few tried to put their hands down, but teachers were already watching, marking who had raised them. We filed out of the gym in a line, walking through hallways that felt way too quiet. Nobody whispered. Nobody asked questions. We ended up in the cafeteria, where the tables had been pushed aside and chairs arranged in rows facing a projector screen. Sitting at the front were two people I didn't recognize. A woman in a gray suit and a man with a laptop bag. They weren't teachers. They weren't parents. They looked official in a way that made my stomach twist. The woman stood up and introduced herself as Detective Wren from the County Cybercrimes Unit. The man beside her was a digital forensics specialist. She told us to sit down and stay calm, that we weren't in trouble yet, but that word yet hung in the air like smoke. She clicked something on her laptop and the projector lit up. On screen was a Roblox game I recognized immediately. It was called Westbrook Middle School Simulator. Someone had built an exact replica of our school inside Roblox. The hallways, the classrooms, the gym we'd just left, all of it block for block accurate. A few kids gasped. I felt my throat close up. Then she showed us the next slide. Inside the game, there was a hidden room. And inside that room were avatars acting out scenes so disturbing I can't even describe them. Violence. Names of real students written on the walls. Hit lists. The detective let the silence sit for a moment before speaking again. This game was created 8 months ago. It has been accessed by students at this school over 2,000 times. We have IP addresses. We have usernames. We know who built it and we know who visited the hidden room. She paused. What we don't know is who added the names to that list last week, because whoever did that escalated this from disturbing to criminal. Principal Dougherty stepped forward. If you have any information, now is the time. I looked around the room. Kids were crying. Some were shaking. A boy named Luca, 2 rows ahead, had his head in his hands. Then I noticed something. My little brother Benji, who was only in 6th grade, was sitting near the back. He wasn't crying. He wasn't shaking. He was completely still, staring at the floor like he was trying to disappear into it. The detective called out usernames one by one, asking students to identify themselves. X Shadow King 99, Turbo Ninja 2024, Glitch Queen Bee. Each time, a kid would raise their hand, face red, voice trembling. Then she said a name that made my blood freeze. Benji Builds 42. That was my brother's username. I knew because I helped him create it 2 years ago. Benji didn't move, didn't raise his hand. I turned around and stared at him, willing him to look at me. He wouldn't. The detective asked again. Benji Builds 42. Please identify yourself. Still nothing. Then Principal Dougherty walked toward the back of the room, straight toward my little brother, and stopped right in front of him. Benji, he said quietly. We need to talk. Benji finally looked up. His eyes were red, not from crying, but from something worse. Exhaustion, fear, guilt. He stood up without a word and followed them out of the cafeteria. I tried to go after him, but a teacher held me back. Benji didn't build the game, but he built the hidden room. He told detectives he did it because the kids on that list had been bullying him since September, and he wanted them to feel scared for once. He's 11 years old and now facing expulsion and juvenile charges.